Hi, and welcome to the 124 Compensation Program webinar. The purpose of this webinar is to clarify, introduce, and of course, share with you the benefits and features of the 124 Compensation Program, as well as take a little closer look at the amazing product, NatureBurst. But before we do that, I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about America's retirement plight. This is where the foundation and the premise for 124 came about for both Joe and Mark. A record number of Americans are having to break into their 401k, and that number is at an all-time high. That all-time high was reached in 2009, and 45% of those individuals that took hardship withdrawals from their 401k in 2009 had to take another one in 2010. So what does that indicate? Well, it indicates no savings, no credit line, and no home equity. Now, America's employment troubles are no better. After the last recession, the U.S. will not recover the lost jobs until March 2020 at the current economic pace. In 2009, 80% of college graduates did not attain jobs in their vocation or major. 80% did not. Since the recession of 2008, 37% of Americans age 18 to 34 have either been unemployed or underemployed. And the private sector wages are only 93.6% of 2007 income levels. What that indicates is that working Americans are working more and more for less and less. What's the solution? There's a 124 solution, and it really is an amazing solution for the last two slides you just saw. And that's because it's the only program of its kind, anything that's ever been done like this before, anywhere. And the foundation of which is on this principle of people helping people by building our own economy. And that is really at the core and thrust of what happens in 124. But it all begins with the core product. And the core product that really stands head and shoulders out there over anything else is NatureBurst. And as you can see from the benefits and some of the features of what it brings to the table in this instance, it really is a remarkable product. And we can kind of go through it. Here's the kind of nutrition of it. And if you notice, one serving, which is one of those plastic scoops that comes in the little canister, is 4,000 ORAC. Now, what is ORAC? ORAC is oxygen radical absorbance capacity, and it is the method to evaluate the antioxidant capacity of a biological sample. And if you're thinking about 4,000 ORAC, that falls within the minimum recommended USDA allowance for ORAC. They recommend between 3,000 and 5,000, optimum 12,000. So in one serving of NatureBurst, you're getting the minimum recommended USDA allowance of ORAC. And ORAC is so important to our system in helping to fight free radicals. And so these amazing blends that make up NatureBurst are truly remarkable. And of course, there's all this flexibility of the uses. You can have as many helpings of NatureBurst that you want in a day. They recommend, of course, one serving. I personally do 2 servings today for 2 meals. And that is my regiment, the protein blend. Remarkable. You can read about it here. Take a look at it. The greens blend. How is it that a greens blend can taste so good in this product? I have no idea. The antioxidant blend. Take a look at these. I would recommend you pause, write down a couple of these, and Google them. Google them, because what you will find is over the course of the last 5 years, amazing independent science has actually been done to prove up the health benefits of the ingredients separately. And so when you look at it from that scope, you realize the power of this superfood as it exists for 124. Now, for me personally, I really am enjoying the digestive benefits of NatureBurst, because I am at an age where I can't eat all the foods that I used to like. They upset my system. But since I've been on a regular 2-a-day regiment of helpings of NatureBurst, I have found that my digestive system works a lot easier, and I can still enjoy some of those foods. I don't do them very often because they're not healthy, but my lifestyle change has incorporated this. This is what I have found to be my personal best in terms of the product itself, and it's quite exciting. The compensation program itself is exciting because it's new and it's unique, and it is the Incentivized Referral Plan, or IRP. And it's very simple. The premise is very simple, is meant to be that way. You build a waiting list, and you allow one person to join 124 each month for 24 months. If each person does the same, the power of compounding takes place, and you enjoy the financial benefits of what happens there. How you get started is you sign up off the waiting list, and you join as an ordering preferred customer, or OPC, first by placing a $60 order when your position becomes available. Once you're in, you're going to receive 24 green tickets, and you may use one each month to take people off of your waiting list and allow them to join as an ordering preferred customer, or OPC. Once you've enrolled your first OPC, you become an active PC, or APC. What does that do, and the significance of that? Well, it qualifies you to now earn commissions with just a $60 personal volume monthly order auto ship, and you refer at least one ordering PC. So all you have to do and focus now is build your waiting list. That's the key. Now, there are 4 income centers to 124. There's the green income, the silver bonus program, the gold income, and the platinum bonus program. And we're going to go through each of these so you get a better understanding of what they mean and how you make money. Every preferred customer, OPC and APC, that you personally refer is green. Once a green, always a green. When you come in, you are green. Everyone you bring in will be green that you refer. Everyone that they personally refer are green. Once a green, always a green. You're paid a bonus for each product unit purchase of your green PCs that they make each month. Now, for NatureBurst product, you're paid $1.50 per unit. You ever wonder, when you were kind of going through life and you see a product and say, gosh, I wish I was getting a dime for every one of those sold? This is the same premise here in NatureBurst. You're getting $1.50 per unit that's sold in your green organization. And that goes through 12 tiers. Now, the per unit bonus may differ with other products as they're introduced, but right now in 124, NatureBurst is the core product, the only product, and you're paid $1.50 per unit. When you consider that exponential growth possibility, that income center alone is huge. And just think of the lineage right here. And this is kind of an illustration of how this works. This is the structure of 124. Here's you. Here's your first PC. Once you've done that, what are you? Active to earn commissions on what? 2, 3, and so on in the green organization. Down 12 tiers. That's the way this whole thing works. There are thousands of people lined up right now in this 124 lineage, and it's growing every day. Power of that exponential factor that we just talked about. This slide's going to assume that all you have done is you've directly referred, personally referred 3 people, and you stopped. That, for some people, is a strategy, but let's just look at that assumption. And as you go down these particular months, okay, that's all anybody has done in your new PCs. All they've done is brought in 3 people and stopped. Look at the power of compounding in the monthly green bonus alone. In month 18, you have busted through your allowance, your $100,000 green income allowance right there in the 18th month. It's fascinating. Absolutely amazing. And again, that's just with having brought in 3 people and stopping, and each of them doing the same. Very